Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl K Marie, and as I told you guys, I was going to be updating you guys every Monday about the previous week of my pregnancy. Today I am 24 weeks. Last week, or yesterday as you can say, I finished up my 23rd week. Hold on. That being said, I'm going to update you guys on everything that went on that week. I'm so excited. This week feels like it's gonna be a good week, but last week we ran through some trials and tribulations. So here we go. Let's talk about those. I want to recap on the appointment that I had that I was trying to take you guys to. My appointment was literally like 3 minutes and that was that. I'm going to be transferring over to a new doctor, and she just wanted to let me know that this was going to be my last appointment there, and to just do a checkup, make sure the baby's heart rate was going good. At this appointment, the baby's heart rate was at 153. She said everything was going good, everything looked normal, and for me to schedule an appointment after October 20th to do my glucose test. I don't know if you guys have heard about those, but they're basically just to check your blood sugar and make sure that you don't have diabetes, and just, you know, all related to your blood and your sugar. So I'll be having that scheduled soon, and hopefully I can take you guys in that one. She gave me like 4 locations, so out of one of those, they better let me record because I'm gonna have a fit. I want to just give a rundown of what my pregnancy app told me that the common symptoms for my 23rd week would be. This is a list of common symptoms of women from everywhere in all different pregnancies. It's not subjective to your pregnancy and what you should expect. It's just a common little thing that other women have gone through, just to give you something to go off of what you might be going through. You can look through the description and what they recommend, just to be able to let you know, like, you may not be expecting this, but here's some things that other women have gone through, and here's a description, here's what it is, you know, just a breakdown of the symptoms. The common symptoms from week 23 was fetal activity, a hearty appetite, bloating, snoring, bleeding gums, and tingling hands. I was subject to a couple of those symptoms, but not all of them. So that's why I like to write my personal notes on what I've gone through, because sometimes it could be more or less than things that were listed on my common symptoms of pregnant women in general. So I was a victim of tingling hands, and that was one of the first things that I had to write down, because I was noticing it after I read that that was a common symptom. In every position that I would be in for too long, as far as like laying on my hand, on my wrist, sitting on my legs, like anything that regarded kind of cutting off my circulation, it would tingle in a second. If I was in that position for way too long, I just would go numb. I couldn't even feel it. It was hard to sleep actually, because sometimes I fall asleep in weird positions, and it's just like, well damn, I can't even feel my arm when I wake up, because it's like all numb from me sleeping in that position, and you don't really realize because you're asleep. So just, you know, be aware of that, and try to avoid, like, I don't really have a body pillow because I move too much. I can't stay in a steady position as far as with my belly. I used to sleep on my belly, so it's kind of hard for me to have to avoid that. I was also really itchy. When I say my belly was itching, like it was excessively itching. I know they say that stretch marks are coming in. You don't want to scratch. I haven't scratched, not yet. I just don't like to scratch because I fear stretch marks coming from just a little scratch. KJ is 24 weeks, and this is how I scratch. I go in circular motions. If it's over here, I'm like this. If it's over here, I'm like this. I never scratch with my nails, whether I have them or not, because I just fear that it will bring stretch marks. Sorry if you see like some marks here. I had a nice nap, so yeah. Another thing that was a symptom and kind of has been, but I haven't really mentioned it, was rough feet. Like my heels are just becoming really rough, and I have to like keep them super moisturized in order to keep them from being rough. I know a thing that helped me or helps me is to lotion my feet after I'm out the shower, because all that water and stuff can dry them out and you just get in the bed and go to sleep. No. When you shower, bathe, whatever, put lotion, extreme lotion on your feet and wear socks. It will moisturize your feet like you went to the nail salon, I'm telling you. As well, I have a foot bath, so I use the Foot Soak Epsom salts, and they help to, you know, soothe your feet. And you can buy like those other tools that they use at the nail salon to scrub your feet, to do like, you know, your own type of pampering thing. But for me, sometimes I just want to do something quick. I put on lotion, wear socks to sleep, and I'm good. If you are experiencing rough feet, there's something that you could do, you could try. Let me know if it works for you. Even if you aren't pregnant, just try it out, because I think it's a good tip. Now, you guys, this one right here, it's a little personal, but I just have to let y'all know, this week I needed to shave. When I say it was that time, I just want to say that I could not see a damn thing under there. I was over there like, it was a struggle, okay? So just know that the more you go into your 9 months, the further you're gonna get from being able to shave your cooter, okay? Just letting you know, because it's a struggle when you can't see, and ain't nobody cutting no lips over here. So yeah, just beware. I also want to mention hip pain during sleep. Oh my gosh, like when I say this is another reason why I can't stay in a simple position when I sleep anymore, is because of hip pain. I've never had to sleep on my sides or my hips, and it's been crazy. And I know that they recommend body pillows for this, but like I said, them body pillows, between me and my man being in the bed together and a body pillow being in the way, I'm not feeling it. As far as hip pain, what helps for me is to layer the bed with sheets underneath me, because with that, I'm not laying on the bed and putting that much pressure on the mattress. I'm putting more pressure on cushion, and you know, I could put a simple pillow under me and I'll be way better off. For me, I have to layer, and I sleep like that. I could switch sides with that, but I just can't lay on the bare mattress with a thin sheet and a comforter, because I'm not sleeping on the comforter. I need to be covered by the comforter. If you guys don't know already, having a keen sense of smell starts from the very beginning. I wasn't always, you know, disgusted by the things that I smelled, but I just always smelled them so much faster than anyone else in the room or anyone else anywhere I was. Like, I just smelled them. If I could be walking down the street and somebody is around the corner smoking a cigarette, I smell it like so fast without even seeing them. Somebody passes gas around me, yo, what? Are you serious? Who passed gas? Get used to that, because it's nothing fun when it's a bad smell, but when it comes to food, let me tell you, I'm smelling that food miles away. When I say I'm smelling that food miles away, like, it's just good, but when it's bad, it's bad, just so y'all know. I also want to mention heavy breathing and just being out of breath sometimes. When I tell you, I'd be having to take a break sometimes because I could simply walk to the kitchen and back and be out of breath. Like, what did I just do? I know that before me being pregnant, I was out of shape. Not physically, but physically, if you know what I mean. Like, walking up and down some stairs would get me tired real quick. And now with me being pregnant, for some reason, I'm, you know, feeling actually physically big. And that thing be making me feel like I done ran miles after just going to the dang on kitchen, coming back. Especially after eating sometimes. I know I mentioned in my 22nd week that I was dealing with indigestion. It was really affecting, you know, like the flow of my food going down, you know, just sitting on my chest. But this week, it was a lot of the times right after I ate, I would just be like so out of breath. Like, I don't know if it was from me eating too fast or it was from just eating. Like, it was no making sense to it. I'm also gonna touch bases on bleeding gums as well. I did experience that as far as like brushing my teeth in the mornings and nights. My gums have been really sensitive. I never had my mouth bleed when I brush my teeth, so I know that it's a symptom of, you know, sensitivity while pregnant, and I have experienced that. It's not much bleeding, but it's just like, you know, you kind of notice it once you're rinsing out your mouth or doing whatever you do, however you brush your teeth. So it's nothing bad. It's just like, sometimes it could be how big your toothbrush is. Sometimes it could be how hard you're brushing. Flossing as well. If you don't floss as much, or you don't floss at all and then you decide to floss, trust and believe that you will get some bleeding because you're getting all up in your gums and you're disrupting them from doing whatever they've been doing since you haven't been flossing. Now, this is one of the main things that have really been interrupting my, what should I say? What should I call it? My peace of mind. Yeah, I want to say that because I have been using the bathroom a million freaking times a day, and I guess it's because the baby is sitting so low. So this is why the baby is sitting on my bladder. I'm so annoyed with how many times I have to use the restroom in a freaking hour, in a freaking day. I literally feel like I have to pee every second. When the baby is sitting on your bladder, it's kind of painful. It just feels crazy because you go and use the bathroom and it pisses you off because it's literally like, I could have waited for that. I could have waited for my bladder to fill up for that. Like, it will literally be a couple drops and you'll just be like, are you serious? I felt like I had to pee so bad, like I haven't peed in days. And come to find out, it's just a little last sip of water. That has been one of the most annoying things, and I hope and pray that it gets better. But with the low belly right now, it doesn't seem like it's gonna get any better. To top off my 23rd week, I want to talk about my experience on these last couple of days. I have really been experiencing cramping and I guess what you could call round ligament pain. I have been experiencing some crucial cramps and just tension towards my uterus and underneath my belly button. I have really been just stressing about that because it's like, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt. It's like you feel your body making changes. It feels like you're on your period. It feels like something is going on down there, and it's just like, what's going on? Like, you just want to know. It's not as often as you may think it might be, but sometimes for me, I kind of notice there could be more or less pain or cramps depending on where I'm at in my pregnancy and how many weeks I've let go by without feeling anything. My round ligament pain will definitely, you know, change over time. It may get worse or may die down a little bit, but This week I definitely experienced some crucial pains and cramps in between the couple days ending my 23 weeks. So that, I don't know, it's just something that you kind of have to go through as your body and your uterus adjust to the fact of going into labor. There's things that happen before your water breaking. There's, you know, I'm still figuring out as the weeks go by, but as me being me, I just don't like to jump ahead to see what's coming for the next week or the next week or the next week after that, because I like to know that day, like, this is your 25th week and this is what could potentially happen throughout your 25th week. This is what could potentially happen in your 24th week. So I like to, you know, make it a little bit of a surprise and just, you know, not know what to expect all the time. You guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just always good to watch videos when you're not expecting, because when you are expecting, then you can relate to what's going on in something that you saw. So I thank you guys for watching, staying tuned to the end. Comment down below if you did stay to the end. Say something sweet, say something nice. I'm gonna start giving shout outs sooner or later, so please do comment. I love anybody who has any recommendations, any suggestions, anything in my comments is always good for me. So thank you guys again. We will be back with more videos.